Alright, we don't have enough time for a full lap, but we'll just get used to the car because I just came out of a Group 3 car. Oh, this is so much slower. I'm actually going to close the window. It's getting a little bit cold in here. Ugh. Better. It wasn't that bad. Just as a warm-up, get used to it. Got used to it pretty quickly. Okay, so a qualifying lap is good enough for 6th on the grid. Doesn't actually look that bad. Should be a pretty good battle. The people in front of me I haven't raced before, but his remedy is pretty quick. I've raced him. Hawthorne, he's fast. GG, he can be fast but can also be dirty. A few of us struggle with spatial awareness, which is a problem on this track, but we should be alright. Don't forget whiskey before race. Yes, I agree with that. And then there's Kitabu in 11th, who doesn't have a qualifying time but is an A-class driver, so I'm guessing we can expect him to be sifting through the grid. Hello, good afternoon. Right. I'll be interested to see how this goes. It just came off daily race B, which is very different to this race. Oh no, we're starting 7th, my mistake. Now the G70, which is the vehicle behind us, is actually dominating the leaderboards for this track at the moment. But the Megane is also pretty quick. I set my qualifying lap in a Megane. I did the G70 and I was pretty quick. I tried the Supra, that was alright, but the Megane just feels so much more comfortable. It can take a couple of the corners flat, which other cars can't, so we'll see how it does in a race. Right, let's do this. There's normally a bit of pushing and contact on those first two corners, so to come through there that clean, that's a good start. A little bit dirty there from that overtake, but are we clear to go on the outside there? Oh no. Yeah, it just took a little... Oh, what the hell is happening to the car? Took a little bit too much curb there. Alright, so this race has become a redemption race now. As have all my races on this track this week. I was trying to be courteous to the car on my right and give him a bit of space, but that's alright. That's racing. Now you'll have to bear with me for my performance because I am driving a car that I am not warmed up for. I'm warmed up for a car a little faster than this, so... I think this car is a little bit slower than everyone else, to be honest. It could have been very bad. Trying to skip downshifts. Okay, yeah, we're gonna leave this race. Not doing that great. I'm glad no one's watching at the moment. Right, maybe we'll go hop back into Sardinia. Which is in only a couple of minutes. So we're gonna do that. Just too late on the brakes. Open the steering just a little bit early, but still got a good run. Alright, we've got one lap to do it. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I knew that was slow. Was faster in most other places. We just got it wrong on the sweeping left. Yeah, 6 gear is too slow up this hill. See what we can do to make it better. No, 3rd gear doesn't work. Gotta stay in 2nd. What about this? Yeah, that was better. Still 142.8. That's not far off my that's not far off my goal time. My 2 keeps moving under braking. 7th, not bad. 1:42.8 was our final time. That's not bad. Okay, so starting 8th on the grid, that's not a bad starting point. 7th, sorry. That's definitely not a bad starting point. We can probably make a couple of positions from there. If not, at least stay where we are. Because we're just trying to make our account look pretty at this point. Let's make sure we don't absolutely dive bomb anyone into turn 1. Oh mate, just forgot to press the gas. Nice. Whoa! Nice, there's always something. There's always something. Every single race, there's something that takes me out. Only just got that. Alright, redemption race. We've started to get pretty good at redemption races, so I've got hopes for this. Oh, and someone just wiped out. Nice. Okay, so we should be able to at least get back up to 7th. If we can, as long as we finish where we started, I'm happy. hello to whoever joined. I don't normally run in 9th. Got taken out on lap 1 from 5th, I think it was. Dropped down to 14th. Currently chasing down what was a 2.5 second gap. Oh, that was close. 2 laps left. Took a 2.5 second down to 6 tenths. And not quite gaining, but that's because it's a bit of a slipstream chain. Yeah, here we go. Alright, ready? Oh, completely missing my apex. Kind of following the Porsche. Sorry I'm not getting to your messages, I'll get to them after the race, sorry. And a bit of a serious redemption race here. Oh, thanks, bro. Thanks, fellas! Haha! Look at that! Right, we've got to finish 1 place higher than we started then. Maybe. Still a whole lap to mess it up. I need to stop doing that. So yeah, got up to 5th place where F8 is now, and coming into a turn at the end of Up Straight, someone dive bombed me and sent me all the way down to 13th, so not a bad effort. Oh, not on the gas anywhere near early enough. That was so slow. Yeah, at the corner at the end of this straight is where I got dive bombed. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now. I'm super locked in. I tried to give him space on the exit, but ultimately compromised my exit. And there was someone there with a collision, so that gave us another place. So we're going to finish in P5 from 14th on the end of lap 1. No, P4. Someone had a penalty. Look at that. What a race. What a race. Absolutely phenomenal performance. Right, so I had a couple of messages. Let me get to these. SC787. Oh my gosh, I have not seen or heard from you in ages. How you doing, bro? How you doing? I haven't seen you in forever. I was wondering when my loyal viewers were going to come back. Yeah, my voice has changed. It's taken a year since I uploaded. Just over a year. I'm now 21, turning 22 in only 4 months. Oh wow, 4 months. Okay. Got the clean race bonus. Not a bad performance, not a bad performance. Gonna save that replay. That wasn't actually that bad at all, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm gonna say thanks for the race. Yeah. Right. See if I can set a faster lap. Alright. 6 minutes. I'm gonna quickly get my washing in, because it looks like it's about to rain. And I was meant to do it before I started streaming, but I forgot. I'll be back in a sec. It's not all dry. It's not all dry. I think I've got enough time for a lap. I'm back. Don't worry. I'm here. I didn't abandon my live stream for too long. Don't complain. Right. I reckon I could set a pretty decent lap after that race performance. Oh, that summer breeze feels nice. I got my window cracked. It's been sunny all day, needed a little bit of airflow. It's been nice actually. Feeling the breeze on my legs while I'm doing this. Okay. We got one lap to get it done. Can we beat our 142.8? Oh, now the breeze is on my hands. It's weird, it's always in a different spot. I sound like a loony. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. So if I stay on third, it messes up my line for that second part of the chicane. That was slow as hell. Only just missed it. That's crazy. I'm actually going to close the window. Because, oh no, I want to leave the window open. There's something bothering me in my room. I don't know what it is. Ah, that's what it is. I left my door open. Okay. Well, I got 8 seconds before the round anyway, so you know what? I'm actually going to do something that I'm going to unplug my mic for. Come on. I just want to say, look at the timing on the leaderboard. First to 9th is within a second. That's pretty intense. That's close. Yo, what's up, Izars? How you doing, brother? You just missed it. SC787 was here. I'm excellent, thank you. I'm actually doing really well. I've finally had a good couple of races. People have been pushing as usual, but actually had some good positions this time. Haven't been totally wrecked from the rear. Alright, let's see how we do. This will be interesting now. Cheers, man. I appreciate it as always. Oh, this will be interesting. Okay, so jumping into the race, starting in P7. See what we can do. No dive bombs in T1. Let's do this. Sorry, I've got to flip my phone over. I'm not going to respond to messages, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I did not mean to. That's crazy. I spun right out. I tried to avoid him. Wow, I'm so far behind. This is gonna be a terrible race. And terrible for our driver rating. Oh, 15 seconds down. Might as well be. Okay. I actually had some good positions before this race. Alright, well, looks like we're gonna have to just catch up to the pack. My driver rating is taking a tanking. I've had so many people just ram me off the road, and I've had a couple of bad penalties as well, and it's just ruined my driver rating. Oh my god, the leader went to the back of the pack. Was he the leader? Will be hard catching him if he is. Oh yeah, he's fallen behind everyone, so he must be. Oh well, yep. I let the car flick too far the left way, over-rotated. That wasn't quick. Not bad, that's not even a 10th off the fastest lap. Yep, that wasn't good. I knew that was going to happen. I didn't bail either. Oh, and we're only 6 seconds away from Chandler, okay, so we got 2 laps. We got Troy behind us now. Man, that was going to be a good corner if it wasn't for that. If they stopped ghosting there, I would have actually cried. Well, I know that's something to say on YouTube, but like, right there, because I'm not doing too bad, 5.7, 1 lap, but, you know, from 14th. Out on that corner, anything happens, you pretty much just lose the race. It missed the gear shift. I'm braking way too early for that corner. 3.3, okay, so I gained a second and a half on that last lap. What's it gonna be? Might actually be a good lap. 43.8, okay, not bad. For race pace, that's actually really good. Just had the race unravel before it even started, so I wasn't able to get back to the top. That's alright, we'll just jump into another one and see how we do. Might do Nürburgring later, but I want to practice this because I've been... this is a difficult track, that left-hander, but it's so fun and so fast. It's just very easy to get wrong because it's a very it's quite a technical track actually, especially turn one. Turn one is just downhill braking point into a really tight left-hand over 90-degree turn, and it's got an off-camber exit. So going in, you're sliding. Coming out, you're almost sliding, and you got this massive curb on the right-hand turn immediately after it. And if you get that wrong, you're going to spin out into the left-hander coming up, and you're going to ruin your run down the straight to the chicane. Like, it's so easy to just lose everything. Yeah, our safety rating went up at least. Not a very good race, so I'm not gonna save the replay. Okay, so not doing the best, but at the same time, that's why we're just chilling and practicing. We're gonna go into the same one again. We're gonna wait for this to. We could do. Nah, not enough practice. I'll do Nürburgring later. I just want to get a couple of runs on this. I think your driver rating is affected more by this though, because even though the nah, it doesn't say anything about that, so maybe not. See if we can set a faster qualifying time now that we're setting a 43.8 in race pace. Because race pace is good. I think I've got my race pace down because I've mapped the track, but I need to get the qualifying time so that I can actually get a. I'm starting 7th. That's not that bad. I just need to not be taken out in a race. Maybe I'll practice my offline driving, like driving away from the actual racing line, and then that way I'll be alright with dodging cars into corners and expecting them to come through. 142.8. I wonder where that actually puts us. I haven't checked. 14,000th. Not the highest. We'll see if we can do better. It didn't let me downshift, which is fair, but this is not going to be a good lap. But it'll be an alright opening lap. I think I understand turn 1 a little better now with the first gear rotation. Would have been good if it weren't for that. Same thing. Must have gear shift. Man, fuck. It's that corner every time. Well, every second time. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, I knew that was better. Or I knew that messed up my line. I knew that messed up my line. That right-hander, I dipped a tire in the grass and the whole lap was gone from there. Man, I knew it was going to be something right after saying, yes, I knew that was better. Alright, well, not bad for race pace anyway. 43.5, 43.3. It's okay for an odd mistake here and there. I mean, we're not on we were trying to set a fast lap, but it's all good. We'll see what we can do in this. Should be alright. We're not doing too badly. Okay, we're down in 9th. Oh, that's because my driver rating is actually getting pretty good. Lewis Hamilton is in this race. Yes, let's go. That's it, Lewis Hamilton. Hammer time. Actually, it makes sense that he's on the second half of the screen at the moment. 0R, he's fast. He's probably going to win the race. I've raced him a couple of times. God, he's quick. Fuck, it's difficult to keep up with him. I've loaded his Ghost onto my track a couple of times in time trials, and he's just blisteringly fast. Who else do I know? 1800 ZZRs. He's pretty quick. We're like pretty equal most of the time. Like even the qualifying time is only 2/10 faster than mine, and I know I can do like a 1:42.5. I just need to unlock it. Look at the times though; it's so equal. Like 4th to 11th, 4th to 12th is within half a second. That's 4th to 12th is within half a second of each other in terms of qualifying time. That's pretty close. I mean, it's not like, you know, Formula 1 within a couple of tenths, but still, that is a massive margin, especially for online racing. Okay, let's see how we do then. I reckon it's going to be a whole bunch of cars bunched up on the track again. That happens quite often, actually. So we're starting in 9th with a 1:42.825 as our qualifying time, faster than our opponent's 1:42.923 right behind us. Oscar Koo from South Korea and Lewis Hamilton from Australia in 11th. What a statement. Lewis Hamilton, but he says g'day instead of hello. He drinks a VB instead of tea. Alright, here we go. Starting from 9th on the grid and gaining on the Ferrari immediately on the straight. I've gone the wrong way on my MFD and we're pulling away from, who is that behind us? A Huracan. Okay. into turn 1. Let's see how we do. Only just keeping it out of the Ferrari's rear bumper. Whew. There's so much bumping. Oh mate, spinning. We got someone on the outside and 2 behind. We'll slip in this gap here. There's a vehicle right behind. We're going to give him a bit of a bump draft up the straight, which is going to give us more slipstream for getting in front of 8th. I'm going to shut up. Oh, only just. Oh, what an intense first lap. Holy shit. Okay, so we got out of that pretty alright. We came out in 8th. We started in 9th, didn't we? And we made a couple of positions as well, so. Oh, not terrible. We got a GTR behind us in 16ths. Gaining on us down the straight. See how we do. Yeah, I'm finding the limit. 1 second behind. Very, very late on the brakes. Diving into the corner, bit of pushing. Okay, let's just see how this corner goes between them then. That's 4th and 3rd, just in front of this group of 3. And who's this? Okay, yep, nice. Okay, this is a little bit pushy. This is what I mean about the pushing in this race. Absolutely beautiful braking point into turn 1. There's not a lot of overtaking points on this track, so okay, that looked intentional. We'll just stay behind him for this corner then. Still got a couple of laps. We're gonna go to the inside, yep. He just wouldn't let me turn in. What the hell? That's... Oh, that was actually pretty good defending, to be honest. He didn't touch me. So it looks like we got to actually battle for our positions here. I like that. Alright, GTR is now only half a second behind because of that move there. That was pretty clean though. I got to take my hat off to that, actually. Replaying that in my head. He just forced me a little bit wider and then I couldn't turn in as soon, so he still made the corner. I still stayed on track. That was slow. What are my hazards? Okay, there's quite a bit of pushing in this, to be honest. 3 abreast. Oh mate, went a little bit too wide and lost a position there. Okay, so we're back down in 9th. Like I said, this was going to be a close race. Yeah, missed the gear shift. Alright, we're fighting for 9th now. We're going to try and just hold this. Oh, I've got to get a penalty for that. No! I knew I was going to get one! There's been so much pushing in this whole race and I get that, but this guy here got nothing at all, ever. That's what I think. That's what I think. That's what I think. Just take him into the wall with me. If I'm going down, you're coming down with me, bro. Oh, what was that? He was so dirty. I saw him pushing cars actively, and then Lewis Hamilton gave him a little bit of a taste of his own medicine. I had to make sure I got my taste in there as well. God, I don't care about my ratings. They're going to fall down anyway. Ooh, that actually looks really... I had to. That was funny. I haven't done that in a while. That felt good. I enjoyed it. All right. I think he was pushing people. I saved the replay, so we'll examine it later. We'll pick it apart. We'll have a look at the replay. Just how dirty he was. Oh. Right, so I think we won't be able to get into... Okay, nah, we can just get into this one again. Yes, okay, I'll change on to the mediums. Ugh, okay. God, it tells me every single time. Qualifying time trial. I'm not too disappointed in our performance here. That wasn't too bad. We managed to claw back up. I don't think it did our driver rating any good pushing that guy off in the last corner. I just went a little bit too deep. Actually, he just broke a lot. I had nowhere to go. Come on. Load up. Right. I knew that was too soon. Oh, wow. Okay. Yep. Hang on, let me close the window. It's getting a bit cold. Getting a little bit chilly. And I'm going to turn the light on because it's getting a little bit dark as well. Cool. Alright. Let me bring my chair in a little bit. Cool. Okay, here we go. Let's go retry. That's right. Might have been a good lap if it wasn't for that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I don't like this lap. Managed to keep it on the track, but I did not like that first sector. Or the second sector so far. is itchy. I don't think this will be very good, but you know, might be alright. No. Oh wow. Okay. Oh wow! Holy shit! I mean, oh my gosh! That was really quick! Straight off the bat. And I won't be able to finish the lap. Okay, well I know it's there. Oh yeah, just bring it out and forth a little longer. Okay. That lap right there would have beaten our PB. From what it said in my head and the fact we were gaining on that last corner, we would have beaten our PB. Man! I knew I needed only 30 seconds more. Oh, that's so sad. I hate when that happens. And we're starting all the way down in, where the hell is that? 11th? Okay. Alright, either we're going into higher lobbies or people are just setting faster laps. I need to set a faster lap. I keep getting stuck in the middle of all the traffic. That's where it's most dangerous on this track, is fighting that many people on the first lap. And a track that is not very wide with not very many overtaking places. Like, look at the shape of that. Like, what kind of corner is this? That is not 90 degrees. That is not 90 degrees. And this one right here, that is one that everyone takes you out on because it's a lot tighter than it ever looks from the entry of the corner. And here, this one always catches you off guard because you think it's a sweeping hairpin. No, actually, it's not even 180 degrees. It's not even 160. It's, what is that? It's like a 270 degree bend this way, but like 276.9. Nice. It's, oh, this track is so confusing sometimes. And we're starting at 11th. Oh no. Alright, so we could either make a couple of positions or we're going to finish in dead last. My driver rating is hating me right now. I can see C drivers in my class. Oh no. Help. This is why we're practicing. But it's not going our way because these tracks are very technical and someone comes off and then you hit them as well because the ghosting doesn't work fast enough. And then you end up finishing in 14th because you hit a car, and you also end up getting the penalty because you hit the car off the track again. I love my game. I love my game. Alright, starting in 11th with, once again, a 142.825. Not a very fast lap, but, you know, only 2 seconds off the world leader, so I'm not too disappointed. And it seems like everyone's... I think the speed... I think it's the hooking it up that people struggle with. Keeping it clean. Not the fast lap time. Anyway, I didn't see what we got behind us. NSX, okay, so we should be pretty neck and neck on the straight. He should have an edge, actually. What is this guy doing? All over the road. Oh no. Yep, just like that. Just like that. I should have conceded because I was behind at the apex, but you know. Do you see how much time we just gained under braking? No! I didn't think that would work, but you know, I didn't think that would happen like that. I can't turn around. I know I'm going the wrong way. Help me. That's already got a tank car driver rating anyway. Yeah, 23 seconds, okay. So not a great race. That wasn't great. Let's go back to the drop. Look at that. Oh, yeah, let me just flex on my real quick. 6.3, nice. Let's go to this track again. And we'll go to the G70 rather than the Megane, and we'll just get a little bit of practice. Won't even get halfway around the track with that amount of time, but we will at least get familiar with this car and give up on Sardinia. We had one good performance, not on stream. Oh no, we had a good one on stream. Nice. So we'll do this one and see what happens. Now, I believe one of my mates is actually online at the moment, so we might actually run into him. Who knows? It could be pretty cool. We ran into him last night, actually. Had a couple of good races. Even caught me overtaking him on a live YouTube. Right, let's get familiar. Now this car is a little bit slower than the NSX that I was driving just before, so don't expect anything super special. About 909, that puts us in the top 6,000 in the world, I believe. Completely missing our apex. Too much throttle following that corner. Not a very fast sector time. Probably could have done that flat out, but... Oh, by the way, for the person watching this, that was fluke boats. Yeah, mother and brother's crash. If you're watching. Flat? Yep. Terrible, terrible through there. Ow. That wasn't that bad. It was a pretty good sector. So we're right in the windy part by the look of it. It's just that GP circuit. Not a bad lobby. On my back. Two seconds until the warm-up ends. Oh, yeah, good. Yeah, good, correct. Nice. Okay, starting in 8th. Okay, that's not bad. Actually, it can be. Depends how the GP circuit goes. That's where you got to do most of your overtaking. The Nordschleife is so hard to overtake on. And it's also a very big track with lots of different places to crash. Compared to Sardinia, where it's quite a technical and hard track, and it's very difficult to get used to. But that's only a minute and a half. This is 9 minutes of winding death. So let's see how we do. Let's get into this and take control of the mid-pack without crashing out. High hopes, people. High hopes. Nice. I kind of went for a gap that wasn't there, but there's a Suzuki Swift. I was wondering if someone was going to give that a go on this. God, there's always something, isn't there? We caught up to them right at the part I didn't want to catch up to them at. Because of this. Yep. Doesn't take much contact to force another car off track. I only just touched the bumper, but I'll get a fucking penalty for that. Or maybe I won't. We stayed on track for that. Nice. I thought he might do that. Salty that I'm overtaking him on the outside of Flugplatz. I love this race. I thought that might happen. What's up, bro? Watch this. Oh, no. I thought I came in there a little bit fast. It's alright. Like I said, this is a big track, so we got time. Maybe. With how many people crash. Maybe. Yep, dirty tires. Yeah, I knew that wasn't very fast through that first couple of sectors. Especially with spinning out. On my own accord as well. Not ideal. Almost. Ah, I couldn't switch back fast enough. It's giving us a good slipstream on the straights to catch up to people though. I didn't mean to overtake him there. I wanted to use a slipstream, but I guess if I was faster out of the corner, I just bailed from the throttle there. He wants to work together on the straights, that's fair. I can respect that. Okay, brake early. Ah! Didn't quite make it work. That wasn't ideal. Gave us a really good bump drive just before coming into that corner, to be honest. That was terrible. Just looking at the map, we must be all of the people that came off, because everyone else is so far in front. Oh, Sorry, bro. Was that bump draft just a little bit too much for you? Damn, this guy's going so slow through the corners. Holding us up, throwing our line off. Not bad. Good one, bro. A little bit of a distraction for us. Alright, next dude is 5 seconds up the road. We're back where we started. Not bad. Oh, bit too much curb there. I can see 10th. Yeah, what a position. Oh, just a little wide on Bravery corner. I tried to take it flat, but had to bail at some point. That was not fast, smooth, or controlled. Oh, not a bad turnaround. That was not bad at all. Pulled it from 14th back up to 10th. Well, was it 15th actually? I'd be bad on my phone. And across the line in 10th place. I know it's only 10th, but in the grand scheme of things, that was not a bad performance. Surely that does good for our driver rating, right? Oh, we didn't go up. Oh, we started in 7th, didn't we? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, okay, everything's gone down. I didn't think that was a bad performance, actually, but Gran Turismo seemed to think differently, so we're going to go with Gran Turismo's opinion. What a shit performance, Cole. That was terrible. Why would you drive like that? There we go. Just like Gran Turismo will tell me. Okay, now, do we do Sardinia or Nürburgring? Let's do another Nürburgring. Oh, wrong button. But this time I'm gonna fuck around on my phone for a little bit while we wait, because I'm sore. And it's good to have a break every now and then. let's see how we do. We are starting in P5. Everyone in front of us seems a lot faster. Everyone behind seems a lot slower in terms of qualifying position, but at the same time, qualifying time, but at the same time, that's just a qualifying time. Not everyone is guaranteed to have done one, or even set in their fastest. Because I know that Tomato can be a very fast driver, and Garrett's in front of us. I've only been racing him recently, but he's always been at the front of the grid. And there's a couple of people behind us who are pretty good as well. VTX Jake, he's fast, but we shouldn't really worry about him. We just want to keep the car on the track this time. That's my main goal. Because people, well, I'm one of them as well, but it's difficult to not do contact on this track. But we're actually starting in 4th rather than 5th. I think someone left maybe. So we'll see what we can do. We want to get a good performance. Oh my god, we're actually starting in 4th. That's crazy. Okay. Sit back in our chair. I need way better lumbar support on this chair. It's just a dining room chair and it's absolutely terrible to sit in. It does the trick, but yeah. Anyway, here we go. Going into the race. 3, 2, 1, go. Fuck! I thought he was close. Yeah, I gotta... Okay, that was a pretty good opening lap, to be honest. These guys got in front a little bit fast, but okay, I'm gonna stay quiet. Damn, he gained a lot under braking. How'd he do that? You gotta go inside there. I'm gonna open that up. Okay. Good bit of defending that. Thought that might happen with dirty tyres. I tried to keep it out of him, but it wasn't easy. Okay, let's wait for our tyres to not be so dirty. We're still in this fight. Okay, we got two cars right behind us as well. Oh, that was close. That was really good right there. I saw that. He had to bail because I went a little bit slow out of the corner. This is a good race. Currently sitting in third. SLS is back in front. Not too much good. I'm gonna stay quiet. Don't expect much commentary. Oh! Pedal calibration isn't quite right. I thought he might take me out there. Oh, we pulled away from 8th and everyone though. It was a little bit bumpy, but there was a well-controlled battle between me and the Mercedes there. See if we can catch back out. We've got a little bit of rear axle there. Okay, no, we're good now. following the Lambo. I kept it just a little bit more controlled than the Lambo there, but I did the exact same thing. I was following him. Get a little bit of suction from him. Yep. Okay, not a bad first lap. We got up to third, and then we came down to fourth. Wait, what? We got up to third, came down to seventh, sorry, and we made up a couple of positions there, based on them making mistakes and us trying to keep our composure. We've done alright. This is actually a pretty good race. And third and second, oh sorry, fourth and third are right there. Some good racing. They're a lot more confident than me on the brakes on that corner, but that is a very brave corner. And I don't know what my break point is, to be honest. I don't exactly have a marker like this one. Didn't quite get the job done. Watch this though. Oh no, he's got that position. I want to say that was a happy accident. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I got distracted there. It was good until that point. Man. Okay, alright. Let's get back into a rhythm. How far up the field did he get? Pretty far. Okay, so fourth isn't really on the cards anymore, unless he makes a mistake. I was really good up until there, but I didn't think that was limits. I thought that was just a little bit... Oh, we're going to watch that in the replay. Really? Wow, okay. I looked away from the screen. And now I have very dirty tyres and axle damage. Because I don't have a rear view, it's hard to judge where they are, and I keep looking at my radar at the wrong moment. That was a terrible carousel. Thank God for ghosting there. Either that or he only just dodged us. Oh, that was close. Now all three of us have a penalty, don't we? Okay, cool. So we might get 7th or 10th, depending on how far away the other person is. Damn. We put in a good performance there. I should have stayed at 5th. I'm still somewhat in the slipstream. This guy's on my slipstream. It's gonna be brave. Damn. I knew that he was going to get that. I didn't know which line to hold. I was, yeah, couldn't decide. But damn, that actually wasn't a bad performance. That was fucking close though. That was... The Huracan is actually pretty fast. I need to figure out how to drive this G70. I feel like I'm slower than everyone else, but only in some sections. The Huracan down the straight though is absolutely blisteringly quick. But damn, that was a close finish here. There was 3 of us across the line at the same time. Well, within how far? Within 3/10 of each other. 21, 21, 21. That was a close race towards the end there. It was actually pretty intense. We dropped 4 positions, but I'm not disappointed. Yeah, 8th place. I'm gonna save that replay though, because there were actually some really good maneuvers in there. Save that replay. And yep, our driver rating went down, but our safety rating went up, so that's good. It wasn't a disappointing race. It was actually quite fun. I enjoyed that. Especially that lap 1. That lap 1 was intense. That was absolutely laser focused. Alright, I think we'll do Sardinia next and see how that goes. But first I want to watch the replay. I want to watch a couple of the replays actually. There were a couple of good first laps. And also apparently this tournament is online at the moment. Oh, what is this? It's taking me to a off-screen part. There's not much there anyway. Was it this one? I know this is Sardinia, but That was actually a pretty good race. I might use some of those as cover videos. That was actually pretty good. Alright, have we missed the entry to the next race? Oh, I still got 5 minutes. No, that Sardinia race was actually pretty good. Getting, what was it, 5th again? Nice. Oh no, 4th, because someone crashed.
Lewis Hamilton, speedy, he's fast. We're starting in 4th place. Would you believe it?
I don't believe it. Starting in 4th place. Never thought I'd see the day. Not on this track. Yes! Everyone's revving their engine. Me too. Right, let's do this. Might actually have a good race. There's a BMW back there. Didn't mean to grab that much curb. Nice. Yep, I knew I took that wrong. Haha, at least someone else did as well. Yep, I took that so wrong. I knew I turned him way too early. Well, from 4th to dead last. See what we can turn around now. Hopefully not that. 2 laps in a row. while changing to my radar as well. He went too wide and touched the wall on his own accord. We set the fastest lap on that lap. Oh my god. We went purple somehow while spinning. This guy pushed me wide. You can't exactly brake if you're not in a straight line, especially if it's because someone's touching your left rear quarter panel. If you don't like being overtaken, just drive faster. I caught up to you easily. I'm catching up to you again. Pretty sound logic to me, right? Nice. Made it a nice easy overtake. Look, we're going to overtake Lewis Hamilton. He's got a terrible run down the straight. Ah, I always miss the second to third gear shift. Mercedes is faster there. How do you mess up there? Not looking at the screen. Oh, we're gonna get him on brakes. Yep, nicely done. Clipping that. Was terrible for me. Missed my apex by a quarter mile. Oh, you're wrecking down the straight? Yes! 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 Look at that! Coming back to 8th place on only 4 laps from 12th, I think it was. Okay, that's not a bad race. That was what, 1 position each lap? Well, 3 on the last, I think it was. After closing up a 3-second gap. I know it's only 8th place, but oh my god, it's 8th place. Look at that. Nice. Clean race and fastest lap. Did I get the fastest lap? No way. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Did that do it right for our... No, it didn't. Okay, cool. Didn't think it would. Still, that was pretty good. Caught someone on the straight. We love that. We love that. If only we didn't get tipped into... Which corner was it? I don't even want to know. It's all starting to blend together now. Right, next race is in 8 minutes. Let's hit the track then. I think we have a faster lap time in the hands. Getting into a flow, ladies and gentlemen. Getting into a flow. Oh, my hand needs to click. Not on the gas anywhere near soon enough. Not the fastest. Would have been way better if it wasn't for the bail on the end of the throttle there. Still going to be good though. 142.2. Need to stop missing gear shifts. Oh. That was nice on that left-hander. Straight back down to a 43.2. Ah, 43.1. Okay, alright. 142.2. Not that bad. My chair's moving away again. Oh, I didn't mean to do 6 there. Not the worst, actually. That wasn't the worst lap. Yeah, look at that, starting in 4th. Again. Still with a 142.2. The margin is so close though, that's the thing. So our 142.8 would have put us in 6th. But now because of our 142.2, well 143.3, damn, there's only 9 thousandths of a second between me and 5th. That's third, and me and third are within a 10th of a second as well. These are tight lobbies, man. These are tight lobbies. So we don't get taken out on the first lap. Oh, I tried to dodge it, but it... Oh, you're kidding me. That should be a yellow flag, man. I tried to dodge it. He didn't ghost. Ah! I tried to dodge it, but I didn't think that the guy on the inside of that corner would bounce across when he made contact with him. Alright, back down to 12th. Oh shit, he's right there. I don't see him. My bad, Brent. The game must surely see that I'm being taken out and not give me too bad of a driver rating, because it's not my fault. That's racing. Okay, we got a good gap behind us as well, so we should be alright. That broke in the middle of the corner. Oh my god. Oh my god. Turn around. Every single race. I spun out on my own accord there, I'll admit that. But every single race, something happens to me. Where, oh hey bro. Where I end up being taken out and go to the back of the grid. I'm sick of it. Yep, I knew I turned in too early. It's fine, let's just stay back and have a fight with Liam Flexman. At least have fun in this race, right? Because he's gonna catch up. That's all it is, we just want him to be involved. Okay, that race wasn't good. No two ways about that one. Set a personal best on that last lap, but oh, that one could have been way better. Okay. Well, performance is kind of going downhill throughout the night. It wasn't too bad of a race, to be honest. I mean, yeah, we finished at the bottom, but we did have that pace there. Safety rating at least went up, so that's always a bonus. But yeah, I think that might actually do it for the stream. How long have I been late? Quite a while, to be honest. Yeah. Alright, well. Yeah, it's almost 11 o'clock and I've done almost 500 kilometers. So, actually, you know what? I think I might hit the 500 kilometers on stream and do one last race. We got a better qualifying time, and I'm all good with where we're qualifying. So, I think I might do one last race, and we'll see where we go. We've had some unlucky races tonight. Mainly, we've had a lot of people just pushing us off the road or not having enough space or being pincered by other crashes that we're not even involved in, and they don't ghost in time, and we get taken out as a consequence. So we'll do one last race, and hopefully we can get, maybe a podium, maybe a victory, depending on where we start on the grid. And try to end the stream on a good note. So I'm just gonna chill for a second because I've been sitting in this chair for a good couple hours. Where are we ranked at the moment, actually? Okay, that's better than 14,000. Okay, I knew there was time to unlock. Might actually pay to watch one of these replays, to be honest, but Turismo. Can I use this? I want to use one of these. Oh, I need to save the replays, don't I? 140.1. Okay, so we're 2.2 seconds off the world best. Alright, let me just quickly do a couple of stretches because this chair gets sore after a while. Oh damn, everything is fucking clicking. Holy shit. Okie dokie. Last race of the night. Let's see how we do. We'll hit that 500 mark. Alright, we got one lap realistically to do it. Always missed the gear shift out of that corner. We might just have enough time for a second lap. That was slow as shit. I had to slow down way too much on the apex. Alright, this lap isn't going to be good. It was a good attempt though. Still consistent. There's more time, but it's not super urgent to find it. Ah, we still haven't gone into the thing. Okay. Oh. Yeah, so we got some alright pace, it's just that one lap. But I'm not too concerned about one lap. And we're starting in 5th anyway. So, yeah. Not the worst starting position. Oh, my back is very sore. Are we the only Kiwi? Oh no, Liam Flexman. Another Kiwi there. It's funny, there's a lot of NSXs, but there aren't a lot of them at the same time. And that's the car that is topping the leaderboards at the moment. On this track anyway. Yep, so we're starting 5th. We'll try not to be taken out again. Not very high hopes for that, but just so long as we don't finish below 7th. That's the goal. I'm okay with losing a couple of positions. I'm not racing for one lap, I'm racing for the end of the race. And this track takes people out very easily, so I don't mind sitting and waiting a little bit. Here we go. Last race of the night, let's make this one count. Damn, there's a lot of concertina there. We've got front and rear bumper damage. on the gas a little early. Wow. Oh, well, at least there's 7th. Okay, yeah, I did that really wrong. I don't think we're going to be gaining that time back anytime soon. That was a bad one. I thought I could hold that, but apparently not. Could have been way worse. Come on, come on, come on. Nah. That was a... Oh, alright. Well, we at least didn't finish any lower than 7th. Actually, that's not that bad. I don't know how far down we went on the grid. I was too focused on driving. But I don't think it was a bad race in terms of our performance. It was just, you know, unlucky that we spun out on that corner. I knew I turned in just a little bit too early. Oh, maybe it was a bad performance then. Oh, I got a bad safety rating from that anyway. And that is the 500 kilometer driving target. Oh, yeah, I'm tired now, so I'm going to end the stream there. Not the worst race. Definitely could have got it in a better position given that we started from 4th, but we win and we learn. We lose and we learn. We win and we continue to learn. So anyway, that's going to do it for the stream. So I hope you enjoyed watching the stream. I can't talk anymore. I'm absolutely exhausted. If you did enjoy it, you know what to do. I'm not going to waste your time by saying it. But I want to thank you all so much for watching if you did make it this far. And I shall see you all in the next stream. Peace out, Grease Monkeys.